and keep on doing that until you get to a mix that you're satisfied with. I think in this case it could really, really help. Hello and welcome to the studio on a Sunday. I don't have a whole lot of time. I have to hurry up. My next song needs to be released within the next month. It's like 99% finished, but some very minor details are still missing. Probably no one will notice, but I'm basically doing this for me because I want the perfect song to be out there that I don't regret. In 5 years, I still want to listen to it and not think you were lazy, you didn't include all the ideas you had. So trying to achieve all of that today as fast as possible. And since I have to concentrate and focus, and again, there is not much to share because nothing major will change in that song, I thought, why not another edition of Track Submits where you guys send me songs, I listen to them, give you feedback, as well as the entire community. Not bad at all. The mixing is fine, it's balanced. Elements are separated enough, maybe in the mid frequencies where you have those ravey synths going on. They could be separated a little more, maybe make some of them wider, some of them narrower, or just add another layer that takes care of the attack. I'm missing that a tiny bit for this kind of style of music. But in general, powerful, arrangement is good, ear candy and like drum rolls, little breaks in between. It's very interesting. You can listen to it from start to finish and it sounds like a finished entire song that actually would work on the dance floor. So congrats to Svensson for making Blaster. By the way, I will link all of the songs down below, so if you want to listen to them in full or support the artist or just write them something, collaborate with them, just go ahead and get in touch. This one is even better. Like the first one had like a clicky kick and was a little looser. This one is very tight, compact. The kick sits nicely in the mix. It punches through by accurate. It's called Random Idea, no vocal. So I'm assuming there should be a vocal on top. I think it could also work without a vocal, but then like those little human bits and snippets right before the drop, I would raise them in volume and actually make them the main thing. They're kind of interesting because you wouldn't expect it in a song like this. Really solid. I would actually try and maybe get some vocals, not a full vocal song. I think that's not necessary, just some, maybe just right before the drop, and then send it out to a label. I think that's definitely already good enough for release. It's not my type of music. It's a little too hectic, you know me, but it's good. It's really good. By Casey Ordnance, Throne. Interesting, a little more on the experimental side of things. Still electronic music, obviously. It's hard to judge when something is more experimental because there aren't other songs that are very similar where you could like judge it based on and give someone advice to go more into that kind of direction. The mixing isn't perfect. It's like a little muddy and a little too much bass. But I think here it actually still works because it's experimental. It should catch you like off guard and throw in like elements that are popping out a little too much. It doesn't have to be very clean and like all the same throughout as in a club track. So I actually like it for what it is. I personally wouldn't listen to this in the car, But I'm sure for like maybe TV advertisement, then the background action sequence, a weird trip on shrooms, it would be perfect. Also here, it's a little weaker than the first two. It's a little houseier, which I like again. There's a pluggy synth on top, you know, I like that kind of stuff. I also like the cover somehow. It's a good song, but it isn't up the quality enough, I think, for a release yet. Everything is in there, it's arranged, it's a full, complete song. But I think here it's just a matter of like mixing again. I wouldn't even exchange the elements. Usually that's the weak part, where you need to exchange certain elements to get it to a certain sound. Maybe some of the drums could be exchanged, maybe the kick, that could help a lot. But everything else actually already makes a song. It's not too dense, not too empty, just like maybe a little too many mid frequencies. Just, I don't know, pull everything down and maybe mix it again and do this maybe 4 or 5 times and compare those mixes. That's what I've been doing at the very beginning, just to like test out making something more bass heavy, maybe more kick pronounced, maybe more mid frequencies, maybe more top, and then like here in comparison which one of them is the best. Because it's usually easier to pick out of 5 mixes of the same song the best one, and then kind of continue, than just mixing, listening to it, thinking, oh, it's not really good, changing it, listening again. You need to compare, A and B compare to your own song. Maybe the best advice I could give anyone when it comes to learning how to mix. Just make a bunch of mixes of the same song from scratch, compare them, and of course save those alternatives so you can go back to the best one of them. And maybe then again, the best one, make again alternatives, and keep on doing that until you get to a mix that you're satisfied with. I think in this case, it could really, really help. We got a bunch of ravey big room stuff today. Although you probably don't call that anymore big room. But yeah, by Mark and Adam. Open, the mastered version. Also here, very solid, very good. This could be played festival, club, wherever you want. I'm personally not a big fan having like the cymbals on top of the kick every hit. I know it's the easy way to make people dance and create like suspension and like power and forward, but I don't know. I heard it too many times. It's like big room, build up, build up, build up, drop kick, bass, and then just something on the kick the entire time. But yeah, it still works. Again, good song. I think also this one could be sent out to labels. I personally don't know labels in that kind of direction, but just send it out and see what happens. Let's get to the last one by Victor Marimba. Yeah, honestly, I think the weakest today, and not trying to discourage or bash anyone, but this one compared to the other ones is like lacking the balance. There is way too much top end. You can see it in the analyzer. It looks very skewed. There's too little low end. It's very harsh. It sounds also very empty because a lot of the elements are really wide and nothing is really left in the middle to give you that punch that you actually need for this type of music. So I think here in this case, my general advice would be just keep on making music. This is not good enough for release, but it's on the right path. Just keep on making and making. Start the next song. Try to make it like 5% better than this one, and like continue and continue. And I think within half a year, this person could have something that is actually ready to be sent out to labels. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget, there is still a giveaway. No, it's not here. Like an Arturia keyboard, big one, 61 keys. It's downstairs in the office. This one right here.
Keylab Essential 61.
So if you're interested to win it, just subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below why you should actually get it. This giveaway is going on for 4 more days. Then we'll pick a winner and start immediately the next giveaway, so we make sure that everyone out there that can't afford gear gets some gear, and hopefully this way can start or like continue their music production career. Also, if you're interested to submit your song, first link in the description. And also don't forget to check out the newest release on my label by Jay Collins, also linked down below in the description. A little preview of his track now in the outro.